Good morning, student. How are you? I hope you're safe and fine at home. And children, today we will be doing the question and answer of the 100 dresses part 1. So I hope you have done the lesson. We have completed the lesson. Okay, explanation was done. Difficult word meaning was explained. So I think there is no problem now in this lesson. But before doing the question and answer, I think I should revise the message of the lesson which Ellen Boss Easton want to give you, as well as I want to revise all the important points of the lesson. Okay, so student, this lesson, the 100 dresses part 1, it is based on racial discrimination. So it is based on what? It is based on racial discrimination, right? Now, student, this racial description is seen all over the world in many ways. Like children, the white used to discriminate black people, but here, children, there is a discrimination between rich and poor. It is not the discrimination between white and black. Generally, we children think as long as this word is spoken, discrimination or racial discrimination. So what people think, people start thinking it is a discrimination between black colored people. Generally, they are Africans, Asians, Indian, Pakistani. Okay, we are considered as, especially children, blacks are generally the names given to the people who are living in Africa, especially the Negro people. Okay, and I think you must have remember that once upon a time they were taken as slave also some. Okay, so but here now discrimination means the discrimination between poor and rich. How the society mocks the poor people. They look down at them. Not even adults. In this story, a child is there, a girl is there who goes to school, and there she discriminates another girl just because she is from a poor family. Okay, so student, here I'm going to read the lesson. I'm going to explain all the important point of the lesson, and then we will do the question and answer, right? So what I feel, let me do this one. Okay, so first of all, what does it convey, this chapter? So let me revise once more. So children, this lesson conveys racial discrimination. It is one of the ill of the society which has an adverse impact on the people. What is the meaning of impact? Result. Okay, so it has an opposite impact. It has a negative impact or an adverse effect on the people. Now children, this story deals with a Polish girl who is immigrant. She is coming from Poland and settled in USA. Okay, and there she studies, and there she faces discrimination when she goes to the school. The story, The 100 Dresses, is based on L. Bosser Easter Eleanor's real life experience. It is the story of a girl who received Peggy hand-me-down dresses. Now children, I already told you that there are 3 characters in the story. One is Wanda Petronowski. Okay, she is a Polish girl who faces discrimination. Another girl is Peggy. She is from a rich family. She is from USA only. And what she is doing, children? She is the one who is mocking, who is insulting Wanda Petronowski. Then children, there is a girl, Maddie, who we think, or what to say, she is the writer herself. In the chapter, her name is Madeline. Okay, so she wrote the story in order to children when Peggy was bullying Venda when she was mocking Venda, when she was insulting Venda. Maddie was not able to do anything to Venda, though she did not like. She was not the girl who should mock anybody. She was a very decent girl, but at the same time, she could not raise her voice against the wrong which was done to Venda, just because children she was having Peggy's hand me down dresses. What is the meaning of hand me down dresses? That means children, the old dresses which was given to Madeline by Peggy. So she was thinking, if she will raise her voice against Peggy, she might tell in front of everybody that he is the one who she is the one who has taken old dresses or wearing old dresses of Peggy. So that was the reason. And second thing, children, she thought secondly that she could also be targeted like Venda Petronovsky. Why Venda Petronovsky was targeted? Because she was a poor girl as well as she was the Polish immigrant. So this was she was also thinking that she might be the next target of Venda Peggy, because she also was from poor family. So that's why children she could not say anything. But later on she started feeling guilty, okay, and to encourage to stand against bullies, she had written this chapter, The 100 Dresses. Now Venda, she left the school. We don't know where she went, what happened to her, because one thing was sure, children, she was fed up. She was fed up, okay, the way she was insulted by Peggy. So finally she left the school. She was so hurt that she has to leave the school. Now I would like to revise all the important point. Venda Petronovsky, she sat in the last desk, because everybody used to mock at her. And generally children, what type of children in the last day were not good at studies? But it was not in the case with Venda. She was very well in the study. She used to do good. In fact, children, later on I will be telling you she has won the girls medal also. She has a creative mind also. So creative mind, she used to think, and she was very intelligent. Okay, now she was very quiet and lonely. Nobody knew why she chose to sit in the last row. Perhaps children, she came from Bogin Heights. Now Bogin Heights was a name of a place where only a poor people they live there, only the immigrants they live there. So this was the reason that she was being mocked by Peggy, because she came from Bogin Heights. It was a place where poor immigrants lived. Her feet were easily covered with dry mud. Nobody really thought much about Venda when she was in the class. Today she was not in her seat, but no one noticed her absence, because children, we know that nobody would like to take care of her. Nobody even noticed whether she is in the class or not. Only when it was time to make fun while coming and going from the school, then only the girls used to surround her and make Peggy, she was the central figure who was to make fun of her. Now Venda Petronovsky, she was an object of fun. Her schoolmates thought of Venda only when she was outside. Only outside the school they waited for Venda to have fun with her. Okay, well children, after 2 days Peggy and Maggie noticed that Venda was not in the class. She had pretty clothes, and Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. She had pretty clothes and her hair was curly. Now children, Venda Petronovsky was rather a strange name for children. Not only she was mocked because of her poverty, because she was coming from the poor, from a place, Bogin Heights, where only poor immigrants live, but she also had a funny name. It was a long name, Venda Petronovsky. Other children were having names like Thomas, Smith or Allen, easy to pronounce. So that was also the reason that people used to make fun of her. Now she did not have any friend. She used to come and go to school alone. Now Peggy was the only one who used to make fun of Venda. and that too also in a very courteous and polite manner. She would ask, how many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet? Venda would say 100, and that too of different color and all silk. Similarly, Paddy would want her about her footwear. Venda would say, I've got 60 pairs of footwear and of different color. So when she used to left, Jill, Peggy and the group with, that means all the other girls, used to laugh, and Peggy used to feel that she used to tell that why she was teasing her, because she is telling lie. Now children, though Venda was having only one dress, she had one blue color faded blue color dress which she used to children wear every day. Otherwise nobody has seen any other dresses, and moreover children, that dress was not properly ironed and the color was fade. Though it used to be washed up daily, it was neatly, and but without iron dress she used to wear. Now Maddie was different. Maddie was not like Peggy. She did not like this business of asking Venda how many dresses, shoes and hats she had. Maddie was poor herself. She often wore old clothes, usually given by someone else. She felt embarrassed when Peggy questioned Venda in a mocking, polite voice. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Venda Patronovsky. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girl. Peggy might ask her when she got the dress that she had on. Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old dresses that she was wearing. So that was the reason children, Peggy could not raise her voice against Venda. Well, finally children, one day there was a drawing and coloring competition in the school, and everybody was wondering who would be the winner. And like all the year, everybody was thinking that this year also Peggy would receive the prize because she is very good in drawing. Next day when entered the class, they saw different type of dresses, drawing on 100, at least 100 drawing of different dresses were there all over the room. Okay, total there was 100 dresses. They were all lined up. Miss Mason announced the winner. Everybody was shocked when they heard the name. It was Venda Patronovsky, who is the winner of the girls' medal. Venda had been absent from school for some days and was not there to receive the prize. Miss Mason asked the children to file around room quietly and look at Venda's beautiful drawing. Peggy and Maddie noticed that particularly two blue and a green dresses which Venda used to talk about were displayed there. Okay, unfortunately, Venda was not present to hear the applause that was due to her. So children, this was the part 1 of the story. Now part 2, we will be doing the question answer, first textual and then other question answer, then we will be shifting to part 2. Where is the classroom does Venda sit and why? Children, this was asked in the board examination also. This question is from children, from the question textbook question paper, from NCR textbook. Children, this was asked in the board examination also. So children, my first question is, where in the classroom does Venda sit and why? So Venda sit in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in the classroom. We will never write, children, that she was a backbencher. How you will write? Venda sit in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in the classroom. She sits where rough boys who did not get good marks usually sit. Perhaps her shoes are covered with dry mud, therefore she sits there to avoid the gaze of the students. Question number 2. Where does Venda lives? What kind of place do you think it is? Venda lives at a place which is called Boggin Heights. It is a place where poor emigrants live. Usually the place where a damp and dismal look. Venda's own house with a little yard looks shabby but clean. It reminds of Venda blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. When and why do Peggy and Maddie notice Venda's absence? Peggy and Maddie rarely notice Venda's absence for 2 days and they don't notice it. But on Wednesday, the third day, Peggy and Maddie notice that Venda is not there in her seat. Only when they don't track in a whole lot of mud, they realize that she is not there in that muddy and dirty corner. What do you think to have fun with her mean? Both Peggy and Maddie waited for Venda Petronowski outside the school to have some fun with her. So children, now what do you think to have fun with her mean? Both Peggy and Maddie waited for Venda Petronowski outside the school to have some fun with her. This fun did not mean harmless, it should harm anybody, but it was just a natural fun. For Peggy, it was a deliberate attempt to insult Venda Petronowski. She always talked to in a mocking tone, but with a courteous voice. When the question Venda having 100 dresses, it was only to tell other girls that Venda was telling a lie about her 100 dresses. She always wore a faded blue dress and she was only boasting of 100 dresses. Now, in what way was Venda different from the other children? Venda was different from other children in so many ways. She lived at a place which was not particularly liked by other and her classmates. Only poor immigrants lived there. Her name Venda Petronowski sounded rather difficult to pronounce and funny to her classmates. She always wore a faded blue dress and her shoes were always covered with dry mud. She came to school and went home lonely as she had no friends. She suffered silently when other girls, particularly Peggy, made fun of her. Did Venda have 100 dresses? Why do you think she said she did? This is a very important question, children. No doubt. Venda did have 100 dresses, but only in her imagination. She belonged to a poor family which lived at Boggins Height. She always wore a faded blue dress which was shabby but clean. She had a sharp and fertile mind. She could create 100 dresses with different designs and color. This was revealed when 100 dresses of hers were displayed during the drawing and coloring competition and she won the girls' medal in the competition. Why is Maddie embarrassed by the question Peggy asked Venda? Is she also like Venda or she is different? So student, Maddie is definitely different from Peggy. First of all, Maddie is poor. She wears the old dresses handed over to her by Peggy. She is embarrassed by the question Peggy asked Venda. She realizes that Peggy only insult and make fun of Venda by asking such questions regarding her dresses and her shoes. But she can't defy her closest friend and benefactor, Peggy. Why did not Maddie ask Peggy to stop teasing Venda? What was she afraid of? No doubt, Maddie felt embarrassed when Peggy asked uncomfortable question from Venda. She wished Peggy would stop having fun with Venda. She did not like Venda mocking and ask her about her dresses and shoes so often. But she could not afford to lose friendship with the most popular girl of the class, nor could she lose her benefactor who offered old dresses to her. Why did Maggie think would win the drawing contest? Why? Maddie thought Peggy would win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, the contest consisted of designing dresses. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the class. She could copy a picture in a magazine. She could also draw some film star's head and other could recognize who it was. Venda rare talents of drawing and curling was not known to anyone so far, hence Maddie was sure that Peggy would win the prize. Who won the drawing contest? Of course, it was Venda Petronowski. What had the winner drawn? So Venda Petronowski won the drawing and coloring contest for the girls. Most of the girls submitted one or two sketches each, but it was Venda who submitted one or two. It was Venda who submitted 100 designs of different dresses with beautiful colors. They were all different and all beautiful. In the opinion of the judge, one of Venda's drawing was worthy of winning the prize. Now thinking about the text, page number 70, sorry. How is Venda seen as different by the other girls? How do they treat her? Venda is seen as different by other girls. First of all, she had no friend. She came to school and went home all alone. Her name Venda Petronowski sound difficult to pronounce. It was quite different and funny. She lived at Boggies Height, where mostly poor emigrants lived. Being poor, she was always seen in a faded blue colored dress, which was not ironed properly. Venda was the only girl who sat with rough boys in the last row. How does Venda feel about the dresses game? Why does she say that she has 100 dresses? So the only time Venda talked in the schoolyard was about her 100 dresses. She would say that all of them were lined up in the closet. She was a poor girl who was usually seen in a faded blue color dress, which was not also ironed properly. Actually, it was beyond her means to buy 100 dresses. However, she was not telling a lie. She had designed 100 dresses, all different kind and beautiful. Why does Maddie stand by and not do anything? How is she different from Peggy? Was Peggy friendship important to Maddie? Why? Which lines in the text tell you this? This is important question. It's a nice question, children, what I feel. So Maddie did not think the way her friend and benefactor Peggy thought. She felt embarrassed when Peggy made fun of Venda by asking about her 100 dresses. She realized how comfortable Venda would have felt, but she was helpless. She only stood by and did nothing. The reason was obvious. Peggy was the most popular girl in the class and was her closest friend. Moreover, she handed down her old clothes to Maddie naturally. Maddie did not want to lose such a friend and benefactor. Why does Miss Mason think of Venda's drawing? What do the children think of them? How do you know? So Miss Mason thinks very highly of Venda's drawing. Venda had submitted 100 drawing of dresses. Each drawing was different and beautiful. Any of her drawing was suitable for the prize. Children were highly surprised when Venda's exceptional skill of drawing and color was revealed to them. The boys were not interested in dresses, but still they found a chance to have fun and they whistle. So children, this is all. Okay. Now some additional question I would like to have with you. What kind of girl was Peggy? This is from the sample paper. So Peggy was not really a cruel girl. In fact, she protected small children from bullies. She was a sensitive girl. She cried for hours if she saw any animal mistreated. She asked Venda questions about her dresses and shoes, but her intentions were not bad. She simply wanted to have some fun. She was the most popular girl in the class. She was a pretty girl. Okay. So So, did Venda Petronovsky sit in that corner near the last row because she was rough and noisy? No, Venda Petronovsky did not sit in that corner because she was rough and noisy like the other boys who sat there. She was always quiet and rarely talked with someone. Only sometimes she twisted her mouth into a crooked sort of smile. She sat there because she did not feel comfortable with other girls in the front row. They made fun of her. She had no friends and did not feel comfortable in the company of other girls. What did they think about Venda and why? Generally, Venda's classmates, particularly girls, usually did not notice Venda's presence or absence in the class. Only outside school, when they came to school or went home, they would talk to her. They would be talking and laughing on their way to schoolyard. Girls like Peggy would ask mockingly how many dresses Venda had lined up of her closet. They spoke politely, but only to make fun of her. Well, what did Peggy and other girls think about Venda Petronovsky? How was she different from other girls? So, children, Peggy and other girls hardly noticed Venda Petronovsky presence or absence in the class. Venda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in the class. Only rough boys who never got good marks and made a lot of noise sat in that corner. A lot of dirt and mud could be found on the floor there. Nobody knew why she sat there. Perhaps she lived at Bawkins height and brought a lot of dry mud with her from there. Girls found her coming to school and going home alone. She had no friends. Peggy, Maddie, and others talked to Venda only when she was outside the class and just to insult her. Peggy particularly enjoying having fun with her in a mocking tone. She teased Venda, asking her uncomfortable question about her 100 dresses and about her 60 pair of shoes. No one believed that a poor girl who usually wore a faded blue dress could have 100 dresses. Peggy thought that Venda was telling a lie, so she teased her by asking such embarrassing question about her dresses. Maddie's was different. She did not like Peggy making fun of Venda. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Venda in that manner. Why did Peggy tease Venda Petronovsky? So children, this we have already done. Okay. Now, what was the drawing and coloring contest? Who was the favorite and who won the girls' medal in the contest? How did it affect boys and girls of the class? The class organized a drawing and coloring contest for boys and girls separately. For girls, the contest consisted of designing dresses. For boys, the contest consisted of designing motorboats. Everyone thought that Peggy would win the prize among girls. But it was not Peggy, it was Venda Petronovsky who had won the prize, and everybody was surprised. She could draw the head of some film star and anyone could tell who it was. Maddie was sure that Peggy would win. The next day when Peggy and Maddie entered the room, they were highly surprised. They were drawing all over the room. As soon as the class assembled, the teacher, Miss Mason, announced the winner. Jack Beggars had won for the boys. For the girls, most of them had sent one or two sketches. Only one girl submitted 100 drawing, and they were drawing of different designs and colors. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing was worthy of winning the prize. So, Venda Petronovsky was declared the winner of the girls' medal. Miss Mason was sad that Venda was not in the class to receive the honor. The students filed around the room To look at the drawing, the boys were not interested in dresses. They enjoyed the occasion by whistling. Peggy and Maddie could spot the blue and the green dress there, which Venda used to talk about. Okay, so children, these are the important question from the sample paper. Now, one of the question from the sample paper which I feel is important. When and why do Peggy and Maddie notice Venda's absence? Peggy and Maddie rarely notice Venda's absence for 2 days and they don't notice it. But on Wednesday, the third day, Peggy and Maddie notice that Venda is not there in her seat. Only when they don't track in a whole lot of mud, they realize that she's not there in that muddy and dirty corner. Now, one question is there from the sample paper, children. Where does Venda live? What kind of place do you think it was? So, Venda lived in the which is a place which is called Boggin Heights. Okay, it is a place where people, immigrants, all right, it is a place where Polish immigrants live, usually the place where a damp and dismal look. Venda own house with a little yard look, shabby but clean. It reminds of Venda's blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. So children, this is all where she lived, why Peggy and Maddie used to laugh at her, all this thing we have discussed. With this, children, I end my lesson and question answer everything we have discussed. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.